sure we good. Turn this on and make sure everything good. You probably gonna hear a loop for a second. I don't know why this ain't showing up properly. Let me see. Turn this on. Alright, good. You can hear everything. What's up? Alright, let me mute this back. What's up? Y'all enjoyed this more last time, so I was like, I'm gonna do a live stream. Just chilling, talk about whatever on here. Glad y'all starting to show up in here. What's up, everybody? Hopefully y'all had a good weekend. I'm trying to get this set up how I want it. Let me see. I'm probably gonna pull up the comments on here, honestly. How's everybody's day going? Let's see. Hopefully this don't slow my stream down while I'm trying to pull these up. You should dig into mixing through a machine. I don't really mix a machine. That's why I haven't done a mixing a machine video. But I mean, mixing a machine is the same as mixing and everything else to me now, honestly. Like, I did a mixing video with Maschine for my course, but other than that, since I don't do it all the time, I just don't, you know, I didn't put it out there. Alright, let me see. Where is my live streaming comments? So I can pull this up. Sorry, as y'all see, I rearranged my little setup. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it like this or if I'm gonna change it. Probably gonna change it, but I see my light comes in handy for the live streams. I kind of liked it where this was the main light instead of having that light on me, but I see the quality, at least from here, it looks way better for a live stream the way I have it set up now. So that's probably how I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Alright, let me pull this up. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get the comments and stuff so I could be organized. Waiting for Chrome to load up. But yeah, y'all, what's going on with y'all? I don't want to just be sitting up in here, y'all. Y'all talk to me. Let me know what's going on. Alright, so all the comments should be up and ready to go now. I just got my MK2 about 3 days ago. You got the Maschine MK2, like the bigger one, like the one before the MK3. That's the one machine I didn't get. I'm going to do a video. I'm debating on if I'm going to do it tomorrow or if I'm going to do it I'm not sure which day I'm going to do it. Probably tomorrow, where I go through all the machines that I've had, which one is the best in my opinion, why I think whatever one I choose is the best. I'm sure it's probably obvious which one I think is the best right out the gate, but I'm gonna go over the Maschine Mikro Mk1. I believe I think I had the Maschine Mikro Mk1, I had the Mikro Mk2, then I went up and got the Maschine Studio, then I got the Mk3, and then I skipped the Jam. I had the Jam before I got the Mk3, and then I got the Micro Mk3. So I'm just gonna break it down because I do get questions about which machine is the best and is it worth the money, which one is worth more, and what's better for a beginner. So I'm gonna do all that in that video. Haven't even installed it yet. Registered it, yet still in the box. That's the one I got. I haven't even set it up. I'm gonna set it tonight. But when you set it up, you're gonna be up here having a whole lot of fun with it. Trust me, that's how it go. Let me see. Have you ever used any of Kai products? Yes, I have the Kai MPK49. That's actually what I made Try Me on. I made Try Me on the MPK49 along with the Maschine Mikro Mk1. I still kept it even though it broke because, you know, like sentimental stuff. But the Akai is over there. I think I got it tucked away in the corner over there, I think. So yeah, I still got that, and I also got their advanced keyboard, I think it was, that was supposed to be like where you could control the VSTs and stuff from it. I had it for literally maybe 10 or 12 hours, and then I took it back. So I was just like, man, I just couldn't get with it. After having a complete control, I bought that one like before this one came out just to mess around with it, and I just wasn't impressed with it. So I took it right back the next day. For me, the hardest thing about Maschine is automation. Any pointers? Depends on what you're trying to do. Automation and Maschine, like, I can show you an example of one beat I have with automation in it. This is one of my favorite beats in this first part. And that's all automation with Maschine. So with that, I had to put everything. I put an effect on my master, and then from there, what am I trying to say? Put an effect on the master, recorded the automation, but you can still do automation on sounds. You just have to record and then turn it, if that makes sense. Like play around with the knobs and all that you want to change, and from there you should be able to get it. Do you still speak to Dej Loaf and what's going on with her? I talked to Dej Loaf last week, and I sent her some stuff. She's working. She just put out an EP 2 or 3 weeks ago. I bought the course for Maschine, and I'm still having troubles making beats. Well, did you get my course, or you got somebody else's course? If you got my course, I would say just send me a message in the course with what you're having problems with, or leave a comment on the videos that you're having problems with, and I'll sit down and work with you on that, because that's a part of the course. You just have to reach out to me. Like I said, if you got my course, though, if you got somebody else's course, I'm not gonna be like that. But if you got my course, I'll definitely set up something with you, and we'll try and figure it out. I have FL Studio 20. I don't use it. I have it like right here. I don't use it much because I haven't even been able to get back into FL. Okay, yeah, reach out to me. I appreciate you getting the course too. But yeah, just reach out to me. I'll sit down with you, see what you're having issues with, and go from there. Did you work on Dej Loaf's newest project? If you're talking about her EP, nah, I wasn't on there. I wasn't on her thing she put out. I want to say 3 weeks ago. It was after Christmas, so I don't know. Let's leave it at 3 weeks ago. I wasn't on that one. I mean, that automation that I did right there was easy, but the thing, I don't even remember how I did it, because this beat is probably, I made this in July of 2016, so it's going on 3 years old. And I had a whole beat making video on my channel, and it's the biggest video outside of Try Me. And I'm probably gonna actually redo this beat, or I'm gonna redo the video, because I still like it. But it's simple, man. It's like, it's not simple, but it all depends on what you're trying to do. That's the thing. If you're trying to put something on all your instruments at one time, you have to automate it on your master channel. But if you're trying to do individual sounds and stuff, you have to literally copy it from over to, I don't know, it's complicated. And then you had to do like sends and stuff, but they might have changed it since I did it. But you can do automation effects with, like, I don't have nothing loaded up. Let me see. Because you could do it with the MK3 and whatnot in the jam. I don't like this track. Let me find another one that I could use an example on. Okay, somebody asked me to sample this beat, so I went ahead and did it. That just went to the group. That didn't go to the master. So actually, let me take that off of there and see if it will go to the master. Does it? Nope, it goes to the group. So even with that, you had to go back to the group. And you said you was aiming for drops that run into hooks, you know, little automation like that. I do stuff like that in Logic. I don't really do it much anymore because I don't want to overdo stuff. I would like for it to get done once there's vocals and stuff on it. The main thing I automate now is my hi-hats. I automate the panning. let me go back up here. What's up, Julian? How to crush procrastination. I would just say, just do it. Honestly, like, you got to do what you want to do. Like, this used to be my problem right here. This right here. This used to be my problem. I haven't even played Xbox in a good 2 weeks. It might have been less than 2 weeks. It might have been a week and a half where I played Hitman, but my game of choice used to be Fortnite all the time. And I noticed since I stopped doing it, I've been knocking out beats like crazy, doing different stuff. Like I'm reading this book right here. If I can get it up here, let me see. Reading this book, marketing book, learning more stuff about business and whatnot. And it's like I realize what I want. Like I have to be self-motivated to do the stuff, even though I wouldn't mind playing the game. Like I had a moment today where I was like, man, I could play Fortnite. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not even about to do that right now. And I just kept on just messing around with the beats and stuff, even if I'm not making anything with the, like I'm not thinking of making anything to keep and do anything. I'm just messing around for a minute. It turns into something else. So I'm being productive. But that's all it is to me, is having the inspiration and motivation to work, or not even work, just do something productive. Or, I mean, procrastination doesn't even have to be that. It could be you have to do something and you just keep putting it off. Just do it. As soon as you think about it, just do it. How are you liking Tractor? I think it's the bomb. I need to spend more time with Tractor. It's sitting right there. I have it wrapped up in the plastic still. I mean, of course, when I've used it a few times, but I've just been on a beat making thing like crazy lately. I haven't really had the time to sit and be like, okay, I want to learn this. Because at first, when I first got it, I was going through something where I wasn't really making beats as much as I am now. I was just sitting down like, okay, I made 1 beat, I made 2 beats, cool. And then I'll go mess around with that. But now, I've just been on the beats like crazy. But I'm going to get back on it, though, once I, slow down on the beats. What limiter do you use in Logic? I use the stock limiter. Like, all the plugins I use are stock. I have the Waves Gold bundle, I believe. And I use some of the stuff out of there for different things. But a lot of the times, it's all Logic stock. Little, what am I trying to say? Stock plugins. What are your thoughts on music production as a college major? Is it worth it? Does it depend on the person's specific interests? I personally wouldn't go to college for music production, because you're going to go into debt just to get the knowledge that you can get on the internet, that going to college is going to give you the piece of paper to say, oh yeah, I learned about this stuff. But I had college classes, like I got a certificate in music production, but that wasn't my main thing I was going to school for. They just had it at the school, so I was like, I'll take it. But when I went to the class, the teacher was like, you already know this stuff. And it was stuff I learned from YouTube. Like, they had them making basic beats, and then they'll pass the class, so it wasn't really anything beyond that. The only class that I felt was probably challenging might have been, well, I wouldn't even say the engineering class, because I already pretty much figured that stuff. I just didn't have the patience to do that stuff. But live audio, that was kind of, you had to be into that. I wasn't into that. I'm like, I want to make beats. I don't care about trying to do a live show and stuff. But now I see myself using that stuff sometimes. But what was I gonna say? So I mean, I guess it depends on a person. To me, I wouldn't do it. Like if my son was to say he wanted to go to college to learn music production, I would probably say we can figure something else out, like to help you do that, because I can't say anybody that I know for sure that got work just off of going to school, like, and learning this stuff. Like, you can learn this stuff on your own and building up your own style, building up your own sound. I don't feel like you would need school for that. And you just work with people, and then from there you'll be able to grow, in my opinion. All right, let me see, where am I at? What's up, Luke? Do you usually use swing in a group, or do you select one individual sound like a hi-hat or a kick drum? I go to the top of Maschine where it says swing, and I just move it up some. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. But that's your personal style, though. It's up to you what you want. That's dope. Y'all stay in contact, or y'all still are in contact. Well, I feel like I skipped a question somewhere because I saw it, but maybe I'm tripping. I know it says message retracted at one point, but I feel like I missed something at one point. I don't even see it, so go back down here. All right, what machine packs has been your favorite to use? Headland Flow, which was one I gave away this week, which I gotta pick the winner for tonight. Let me go in. Dang, I can't even go in here right now. What's the name of the last one? Aquarius Earth is my favorite though. I've been having a lot of fun with that. But I mix all the stuff together and make my own little kits out of it. So I'll be using a little bit of everything. That Pancake 2 by the Cable Guys is a dope plugin for Panic, and it's free. I don't know if you're on that. I use Shaper Box to pan my stuff, but I haven't even checked out the Pancake. I probably should though. See what that's like. Can you name 4 must-have contact libraries? Exhale. I'll be using Contact like crazy, and I can't even think off the top of my head. I'm about to look. And I'll tell y'all right now. I know Exhale is one. It's one of my favorites. I like Analog Brass. And I believe Analog Brass and Wind is what it's called. I'm trying to think of some different stuff. Because I could give you like the whole orchestra sounds if that's what you're looking for. But okay, I'll give you Vocalize because I use that. And then I have the Hammersmith piano. Those are 4 that I've used a lot. But my favorite is, the thing I've been using most now is Doom 3. It's not a contact library though. But my most used contact library, if I was to pick one, it would have to be, let me just look just to make sure on here. I'm about to take one of those back though. I'm gonna throw Substance. Substance is probably my most used one. I use a lot of bass out of there. I'll throw that on there. What's going on? I'm assuming it's Jason Gold. How important are split sheets? That's how you get paid. I mean, if you don't have a split sheet, I don't know how likely. I mean, you could still get your percentages and stuff, but it's just better to go about it that way because you'll probably have to fight for it. What presets do you use on your limiter? I don't use any presets on the limiter. I just set it how I want to set it, honestly. Like, I probably mix all wrong. Like, somebody was like, oh, you don't put stuff on the master and all that stuff. All my stuff is on the master. It's crazy. It's like everybody got their own stuff. Let me see. What's up, G Brown? This was good, cuz. You might be my cousin. I'm trying to figure out. Had to let me know. How long did it take you to make your first beat sale? Did you use paid advertisements? No, I didn't use paid advertisements to sell my first beat. To sell my first beat, it took me some years. Like, I used to post stuff on my Flash store, which is Airbit now. I used to post stuff up there. I just remember one night I woke up and I had a sale. It was like I was selling beats for $24. Woke up in the middle of the night, so I had a sale. It was crazy. I'm thinking, oh, I'm about to start getting sales all the time. No, that was probably the only sale I got that year. Excuse me. But the thing about that is, I was going about it the wrong way because I didn't. At that time, I wasn't thinking about doing the marketing side of stuff. I was thinking about, I'm gonna put my beat up here, and you know, I'm gonna tell this person I got beats. I'm gonna tell this person I got beats. Go here, go there, and that just didn't work out like that. So, but the thing is now, if you're on YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff, that can definitely benefit you to get in more sales. But it does take time, though. It's not easy at all to get them sales. It's all at the end of the day, in my opinion, to get sales, it's all about your brand. Like, the top people that sell beats all the time, they have a brand. So it's like you have to build that up, and then people will get that and get your beats just because of who you are. But it take a long time. I know some people that get frustrated because they'll be like, well, I've been doing this for a couple months and I didn't get a sale. And I'm like, yeah, it take a long time to get consistent sales. And there's plenty of different ways to do it. I just didn't do the paid advertising thing. Let me see. I used to sit and make beats all day. Now I find myself getting impatient when I can't come up with anything after 30 minutes. Well, that's probably where you could step away. Like, I wouldn't force myself to do anything or get new sounds or just make new sounds, do different stuff. Like, I will sit here, get some samples, anything, just play around, and you'll probably get inspired. Like, if I get like that, I will go to the sound bank or whatever it is you want to call it, your browser, and I'll just sit here and go through sounds until I find something I want. You know, like, I like that sound, so I'll be like, oh, I want to make something with that. If it load, and then I'll sit here and then I'll just wait for it to load. Having fun like that. Like, I don't be forcing myself to do it. It's just gotta have fun. Let me see. Can you use Omnisphere 2 only to make a beat? You'll need drums, but other than that, you're good to go. I use Omnisphere all the time. It's not my favorite though, but I use it all the time. Yes, you can. Oh man, I just passed your comment sample. Man, that's where it is. That's where it's at. I'm a big fan of samples. Yeah, I love sampling too. I used to not like it, but now I'm enjoying sampling a lot more because I just like older music, and if I don't feel like making anything, samples always take people back. People love samples. Whenever I play samples for somebody, somebody's gonna love the samples. Whether it gets used, whether they pick it up or not. It's how you do the sample, what do you do with it, and all that make just it take people back. I love sampling. Vocalize and E-Box are pretty dope. I haven't checked those out. This is your cousin. Well, I appreciate you checking out my live stream, cuz I appreciate the family support. What's up, AG the OG? Have you thought about putting out or working with a production team like Justice League? I thought about it. That just has to be something I have to do in person. Like, I have people that want to collab and stuff, and we try to collab over the internet, and for me it just doesn't work out the way I want it to. Like, I have some collabs I'm supposed to do with people where they say send me something, but it's like, if for me to do a collab, it's like I have to send you this, and then I send you a bass or something, and then it's like, okay, now I'm gonna send it to you to see what you do. But when I'm doing that, I'm thinking of all the other ideas, and I just keep on going and going with it. So it's like something I have to do in person, but I'm definitely not against it, because, you know, the more people that can work together on a creative level and flow together, they can make great music. Let me see. Does Omnisphere work the same as Nexus with MIDI files? I mean, if you're saying, if you take your MIDI and then you put it down into the piano roll or whatever, and then you drop Omnisphere or Nexus on there, it's going to play the same. It's going to play whatever you put in there on the piano roll. Hi DDS from California. I appreciate you tuning in. RP7 Beats. What's the name of that book you're reading? Tell us a little bit about it. I just started reading this like yesterday. It's called This Is Marketing. I finished another book about sales, but this is by Seth Godin. And so far, it's just telling you about marketing. The best way to market now is not what it used to be, like no spam. Even though none of you guys should be spamming. Spamming is terrible. Like, I have people that spam me stuff all the time, and I'll be just looking like, even if I know the person and they send me stuff, they tag me and something, all that, I don't even look at it. I just be like, nah, I don't even want to waste my time with spam at all. Like, I'm not with that. But it's just telling you different ways to market. Like, I have a course out there that I want to market. I'm thinking about doing some sample packs that people have asked me about. I'm not going to do drum kits because I don't make my own drums, so I end up doing like melodies and stuff, putting them out there and different things like that. And then I'm also trying to grow myself as a brand slash business, so I'm learning different things that will help me, how can I put it, build a bigger audience or community, and then also use that to turn and work with companies to help, like, how can I put it, help put people into different products, like help myself and my brand get in a bigger position. I can market my beats. If somebody working with me, I can help them market their beats. Help companies like, okay, well, we're going to send you this. What do you think? How can we market this? How would you want to sell this, or all that stuff? And I'm like, well, what you need to do is this, you know, stuff like that, become more valuable and just learn different things like that. That's all. Melody techniques. Do I have melody techniques? I mean, the reason, I'm gonna tell you like this, the reason why I have my machine down here right now is simply because I wanted to make a different style of beat of what I was making, and people like the style. I mean, they like that one too, but it's just something about when I had my machine and I wasn't touching the keyboard at all. Just, that's the wrong sound. That didn't work. I'll just sit here and lock in. I just be messing around with stuff, honestly. Like, I used to do this on a live stream. I used to close my eyes and play the piano off the machine and then make a beat off of it. So I'll just be like, that's all it is. Just, I literally just have fun. I don't be thinking of nothing. Or even then, they have art mode, which you would just go like this. Stuff like that, nothing too crazy, just be up there having fun. What's up, Black Av? Do you have a particular marketing strategy? My marketing strategy is be valuable first. Like, I don't try and sell anything. I don't try and slap people over their head with stuff. I try to be valuable, and then even then, if people want to get something from, like, if it depends on what we talking about. Like, I'll give you an example of my course. I have tons of YouTube videos. I don't push my course on anybody to be like somebody emailed me with a question last night, and they were like, can you make a video on this, and I realized while I'm on Instagram, I'm like, well, I don't have to go record a video. All I have to do is record the DM, like the video through the DM, and show them how to do that, and that's that. So that's what I did. I didn't sit here and say, well, what you should do is go buy my course, and then you will learn, like, no, I'm not one of those people that's going to be like this, like, okay, here, you know, this is here if you want it. Or even with the people that have my one-on-one sessions, I don't push anything on them with that stuff. I'll be like, okay, well, if you need more help, like, I literally try to help people. I'll be like, well, before you jump into getting this one-on-one session, what do you need help with? Well, I want to know how to open up my VSTs and this. Well, go check out my YouTube channel. Try and study that stuff first, and then we'll see where to go from there. Because I feel like a lot of people get turned off by people just jumping. Even with the beats though, like the situation that the approach I'm taking with my beats now is I'm giving my beats to some people. I'm not gonna say everybody, but I'm doing that so that way I am building a relationship and not selling like that. And this is, I'm not talking about leasing beats. I'm talking about like beats that I don't even put out like that. Like a beat that I would send out to try and get a placement. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna send this to this artist because I really like their music. I want to work with them. Let's see if we can come up with some type of relationship. And a lot of times when you give something to somebody, they will come back to you and pay you later on down the line. It's not so much somebody stealing your stuff. I mean, even to that though, I had somebody download a beat yesterday or something. They recorded the song and they came back like, yo, we want to buy this beat from you. They downloaded it off of YouTube and rapped on it. So it's like I put the beat out there, which is valuable in the sense somebody pulled it down and now they want to pay for it. You know, stuff like that. But that's my marketing thing. I'm not really into the advertisements and stuff. I tried that stuff before and it was cool for the time, but I didn't really stick with it. It didn't give me the results that I wanted, I should say. Let me go back up to where I was. Listen, I'm going to tell you when I get the chance. When you get the chance, listen to Spaghetti Western. I know it sounds weird, but there's where you can get really good samples. Just trust me. Alright, I'll screenshot that so I remember. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check it out tomorrow. What's up, DDS? Your videos are dope. Have you made any beats using Havoc's Queensbridge expansion? No, I haven't made any specifically using that. I have used some of the drums in there though. I was thinking about giving that one away first. That's the one that I was going to give away first, but I decided to give away Headland Flow. just because that was my favorite one. I'm debating on which one I want to give away tomorrow. I could give away Queensbridge Story tomorrow, but I was thinking about giving away, what's it called? George Duke Treasures, I believe. The contact library that's like samples. I think that's going to be the giveaway for this week. I'm debating. It can go either way. I might change my mind, but it can go either way, honestly. And I appreciate you saying my videos are dope. Thank you. No spamming in 2019 if you're legit and genuine. Yeah, like spam is just ridiculous, man. I don't see, like, I have people spam me all type of stuff. People spam me beats. People spam me their music, like SoundCloud links. I get videos. People send me YouTube videos. People send me their clothing lines. Like I had somebody that's like, yo, pick which shirt you want. I'm telling you, our clothes will look great. You can do this and this. I'm like, okay, they want to send me some clothes to wear. And I was like, yeah. Then it was like, yeah, it's going to be about $75. And I'm like, yeah, bro. Nah, like you've been hitting me up every day asking me about your shirts. Nah, man. That don't work like that. If he would, now see, if he would, in a situation like this, had he sent me some shirts, because I've done this before, somebody send me something, I would turn around and buy something later on. Like, don't hit me up every day about the stuff and then trying to charge me. Like, that's crazy. DDS, I'm 32, I'm an MC and a producer, and I haven't blown up. I've been to LA and NY for World Underground. When do you feel the hard work will pay off more for me or other artists out here? I believe, let me see. 32 isn't old, especially now. I mean, I'm 26, so I'm not that far behind you. You can find success on your own terms. That's what I believe all this stuff is going to. Like, I don't think age plays much of a factor anymore. It's just about your music, your presentation, all of that stuff. I feel like people will mess with you just because of what, if you're talking about something that they can relate to, if you got some good instrumentals in the background and you can market yourself properly, you'll be fine. Like, just put the stuff up on YouTube, in my opinion. That's how I look at it. Like, even with this stuff that I'm doing now, I have grown to a point on YouTube to where people know me from YouTube over anything else that I've done. And I've had, you know, multiple singles, worked with some nice size, not to say nice size artists, pretty known artists, I should say. And, you know, like I've had a gold song and #1 on urban radio, all that stuff, but people don't really know me from that. They know me from this stuff right here. So with that being said, like, yeah, that the other side is cool, but it's like if you can push your own personal brand, you will be all right. And people put your stuff out there, people can stream it and everything. You bring in money over time, build up your loyal fan base, do shows, you should be good, in my opinion. Let me see, where was I at? 'Cause these comments be jumping all around. Alright, said, what's up to Black Av? What's the primary reason why you don't use sampled drum kits? What do you mean by sampled drum kits? Are you saying because I use native instrument drums and I don't be buying the different drum kits? Because if that's the case, it's because I just been disappointed with stuff. I think I only bought one drum kit out of my whole time buying drum kits, and I only enjoyed one. Outside of that, I wasn't really into it like that, for real, for real. It was just, I buy something, I said it in the last live stream, I'll spend $50, not $50, maybe $25, $30 on a drum kit and only like one snare, and I'll be looking like I want my money back. But I started using native instrument drums, and I'm never disappointed because they have all different styles of drums just mixed up together. You just have to take the time to go through them. And then when you do that, you won't be disappointed at all. Okay, you're making me really want to grab a Maschine, my dude. Man, I love Maschine. Maschine changed my life. I say that all the time. Like, I was using FL Studio, and it just changed everything for me to really jump on and get on the beat. Get on the Maschine instead of just clicking. I had the MIDI keyboard, and I'll be clicking the stuff in, but it's a whole different feel and flow. Like, I want to find a way to just throw my computer out and work off a Maschine in the complete control, which I guess would be a standalone project or Maschine. So I don't know if that's in the works or not, but if that comes out, I feel like that's going to be dope because you'll be able to sit down. But my only thing with that is how would you get all your VSTs? That's the only thing I don't understand about the standalones. But Maschine is definitely worth it. Let me see. Thanks for the help again. No problem. Legit what my friend and I just did yesterday, messing around, having a good time with our machines. That's what it's all about to me. If you sit down and you just have a good time, something can come out of that, and you just keep working for real, for real. What's up, Mayhem Productions? Man, what's going on? Do you save your beats on your Mac Mini or hard drive? I save my, listen, when I save my beats go on the Mac Mini. They go on this hard drive. They're in the cloud. They're on my phone, and they're on this MacBook right here. I'm knocking it over there. Oh dang! I just unplugged it. They right here. So yeah, I have my stuff backed up everywhere, and it's not so much I think something's going to happen. I just keep them backed up so that way if I'm out, you never know what's going to happen. Like I have them on my phone in the cloud. I have them on my computer. As soon as I put them on this hard drive, it throws it up, and then it goes to this computer and all that stuff. Let me see. I've been going to Guitar Center messing around with it. You like it? I don't know what y'all talking about right now. Queensbridge is sick. I do agree. Okay, so y'all having a conversation. What are your thoughts about selling beats on BeatStars? I sell beats on BeatStars right now. Like, if you go to iwantadddsbeat.com, that's where I sell my beats, and that's through BeatStars. And then on top of that, the thing I can say about BeatStars is I get a lot of sales through their marketplace, which is where people just go on the site and buy beats. I get some traffic from YouTube, I get some traffic from Instagram, and their marketplace definitely has helped, because there's been some months where people may not have even bought beats from YouTube, because I don't really upload them on YouTube as much as I used to, or Instagram, because I don't really throw them on Instagram like that anymore. But people would just be on the marketplace, and I'll be getting random sales. Like I'll be eating dinner, be like, boom, you got to sell on BeatStars. So I'm grateful for BeatStars having that platform with their marketplace. I would tell people to log on to BeatStars and put this stuff on there. Because I mean, even if you get one sale a month, that's still a sale. Music has no age. Do what you love. I agree with that 100%. I'm the one who sent you the link to the show about the music producers on Maschine Master Channel. That's not spam, is it? Oh no, I wasn't talking about you. Like I have a few people that send me their stuff every day, and I just be like, you know, like no offense to any of them if they're in here, but it's just like I be like, man, I just be like, this ain't the way to do it. I be like, this, my phone be vibrating. I be like, okay, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, no, that ain't the way to do it. I wasn't talking about, you know, you don't do that every day. Appreciate it, fam. Keep working. I really like this style of video. Yeah, I'm enjoying this style of video. Like, I used to do live streams where I would sit and just make beats, but I noticed after the last live stream I had, like, I just enjoyed it so much, and a lot of people seemed like they had a good time in it, and it was very engaging. So I decided that I was going to do this again, set up the camera, and I'll probably do this once a week, along with this other stuff I'm trying to get going. I just have to figure out where I'm gonna do that at. What's up, Jeremy? What about Splice? Splice. I actually have a Splice account. My whole issue with Splice is cool. My only issue with them is that when you download stuff, they go into like a whole bunch of folders just for me to get the sound. Like it'll go to Splice, then it'll go from Splice to Kit 1A, and then it'll go Kit 1A samples, Kit 1A drums, Kit 1A kicks, Kit 1A, you know, it just be going on and on just for me to get the one sound. And I'm like, I don't want that. I want to just be able to go to the folder. If it's one folder, after that, cool, but not a whole bunch. I can just grab it. And you know, like I pay for Splice and I don't even use it. I should cancel it, honestly. I might go on there though just to check it out and see what's going on. It's been a while since I've been on. Thanks, bro. I'm working on doing more videos using the Canon T6. I think that's been one element I need to work on. Visuals for the music. That I feel like that helps sell music is your videos. Like if you're doing like vlogs, you can do behind the scenes, like yourself going to the studio. I'm gonna have some of that stuff coming soon. I've done it before, but I'm gonna have more. You know, you can have music videos, you can have conversations on your thoughts about what's going on with the music. How do you come up with your ideas for your songs? You know, stuff like that. People like stuff like finding out who you are before they start to buy your music and stuff. And that's something that this book even talk about. It's just you have to, that book, Gary V's Crushing It book, I got so many books, it's crazy, but those books all talk about you have to sell yourself. You know, you have to, people would want to be interested in you before they get interested in your music. Like if I'm trying to think, if somebody tries to sell you something on the street and you never seen them before, but this other person you seen before, who you gonna go to? The person that you seen before. So that's all. You just gotta work on that stuff and you'll be good to go. You like those speakers and what size? Yeah, I like these speakers. I'm in a smaller space than I was when I got them, so that's kind of why I look like that. But I'm gonna be out of this space. I ain't gonna put no time frame on it, but I'll be out of it. Y'all see soon. I want to get my own studio soon. That's probably my next project. I don't even know how that's gonna look, but I want to get my own little studio. I wanted to get, this gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna put it out there because I'm gonna eventually get it. I want to get a office in one of the office buildings in downtown Detroit. It's called the Renaissance Center, the GM building. Get an office where it's overlooking the city or the water. I kind of want it overlooking the water where I can see into Canada, and I want to turn that into my little photography, videos, probably music there too, stuff like that. And then from there I will, you know, have people meet up there, have meetings and everything. That's one of my goals. And then plus when I get a different space, I'm gonna get the subwoofer for these. But as of right now, where I'm at right now for this, it's like, yeah, they just there. Where do I find professional drums? All my drums are Native Instrument drums except for my 808. Everything is from Native Instruments expansions except for my 808. I send my beats to my email. That's a way to back them up, but when you make a whole lot, that's a lot of space you taking up in your email when you send them back and forth, space and time. I need a gamer chair. J-Doc, what's up, man? Hope all is well with you. Hope everything is going good. You should have call-in shows where they can play beats to get your feedback. I'm gonna do it. I forgot what I used to call it, but I'm gonna do something where I listen to people's beats. It may be one day this week, or I may do it next week, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sit here, start the live stream, put the email address in the description, and people, or in the chat, and people will be able to send their stuff in, and I'll sit and listen to it. I used to do that before, but it just got to a point where I don't know why I stopped doing it, honestly. I think it was too much. Like, people, I'll say send one beat, people would send me 4 or 5, and then when I pick one, they'd be like, no, that ain't the one I wanted to hear, and all that, and I'd just be like, man, no, it was too much. But I am gonna set up something though. Let me go back. These videos work because you're a dope ass host, man. I feel like people can genuinely come here and get their questions asked and can just feel closer to home, you know. I appreciate that, man. And the crazy thing is I wasn't even comfortable on camera for a while. Like, I started to do a reaction video to like my first YouTube video of me talking like this, and it was like I was in the dark and everything. I'm like, I don't even know what made me do that day, but I'm glad I did, because it ended up putting me in this situation that I'm in now. Like, I enjoy doing this stuff, and I want to do more vlogs, so that stuff is coming. And like I said, I got some other stuff I'm working on. Where was I at? Did I skip over that? I did skip over that. I didn't mean to skip over your question. I have a Mac Mini 2. What hard drive do you recommend? I have a Western Digital 8 terabyte hard drive. So I'm going to have to update that soon, because I'm almost out of my 8 terabytes unless I buy another one. So yeah, I'm going to be upgrading that very, very, very soon. I watch Gary Vee videos a lot, and yours too. Definitely going to check out that book and apply that stuff. That's what it's all about. Reading the books, getting the knowledge, and then applying and figuring out how it can work for you. Like, I'll be reading something and I'll stop and then just type something in my phone. Like, oh, they say I can do this, so I need to do it that way. That will work for me. I feel like that stuff really helps. Bro, what's up with an updated gear to update detailed gear tour? Like I said, somebody asked for that last time, and it's really nothing. It's just the Yamaha HS8 monitors, the Complete Control MK2 S61. I got the Maschine Jam right here, Maschine MK3 right here. I got a USB microphone in the corner right there. This is the hard drive, my Mac Mini, a Vizio TV. I have a Scarlett 2i2 audio interface. I have a Rode NT1 mic and an Xbox, and that's it. I don't really have that much stuff. I heard you say photography. Do you use black and white 35mm cameras or digital? I use digital camera. I use my Canon ATD, and I have lenses like for days. Like when I first started doing this stuff, I didn't know this stuff was gonna be so expensive. I don't even know which lens to see. This lens right here, I want to say this lens was like $400. It might have been $5. And I bought it so I could start vlogging more, but I didn't really vlog like that. But no, this ain't even the right one. This is a stock lens. Let me see. It's over here somewhere. But this one right here, I love this one right here. You could be far away and I could see you zoom in on your face and everything. I love this lens right here. This is how I shot the pictures for the air show. I love doing photography. I love capturing moments, and doing video just came along with the territory with that stuff, and that's something that I enjoy doing. I want to put my art out there and, you know, probably print some stuff out over time. Cool, man. If you like them. Yeah, they're good. I had the KRKs before I had these, and I like these way better. How do you keep all of your saved works updated when they save in so many areas? Like I say, say you work on 18 beats today, that's 18 beats you got to update on several hard drives. No sir, what I do is I put them, they go to the Mac Mini, and when they get done on the Mac Mini, I drop them into a folder on my hard drive, which throws it up on the cloud like Dropbox, and then it automatically sends it over here to update. So all I'm really doing is moving it to here, and then it goes to my phone automatically off of that, so it really doesn't take that long at all. It's just dropping it in there. What gear did you start making beats on? I started making beats using FL Studio and some $20 headphones. That's all I had. I didn't have any VSTs, didn't have a MIDI keyboard, I didn't know nothing about none of that. All I knew was sound fonts and drums. That's all I knew. And over time, you know, as you start doing stuff more and more, you start learning. And, you know, like, I don't even think YouTube had any good tutorials like that at the time. Like, I heard somebody else talk about this, and I'm probably gonna do a video about it, but Nexus, like, when I found Nexus, like, when I found out what Nexus was, it was like my whole world just changed. Like, oh my God, it was one called Hypersonic 2 that I had prior to Nexus. But once I got Nexus, it was like my whole life changed, man. It was crazy. So you don't really need all that. The first MIDI keyboard I bought was the Kai MPK49, but before I had that, I had just a Yamaha keyboard plugged into the computer and was using that for my MIDI keyboard on FL Studio. So it don't take much. I mean, even now, like, if you get the machine and your laptop, you're pretty much good to go. Should a person buy a Bassmaster VST or a different drum kit in order to find their perfect lineup of 808s and subs? Bassmaster has some good 808s and subs in it. The majority of the time when I use bass lines, I get them out of the Substance Contact library or Massive. Massive has some great basses in there. And that's really my go-tos right there. I only use one 808 for the most part, and I just distort it and stuff sometimes to make it get a different feel. But other than that, I stick to what I know. But Bassmaster is cool if you definitely want some bass. How long did it take to get popping or get YouTube popping? Well, I have an interesting story with YouTube. There was a point in time where I just saw the picture today. I screenshot when I had 160 subscribers, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And that was like in 2013. So it was 2013, 2013 is about right. And I had started putting up beats every single day. I wasn't even doing it every single day at that point. I was putting them up here and there. 2014, I started doing the tight beats every day for some months. And that started to pay off. And I was just putting up little snippets, like a minute and a half, and people was watching it. And when I put Try Me on my page, and people started listening to it, my page shot up. I want to say probably about 9,000 subs, somewhere around there. I probably had 1,000 before it blew up, so I had like 1,000, and then once it blew up, I shot up to like 9,000. But then I wasn't really using my YouTube like that, so I just sat in that space for so long without doing anything. And then from there, it was like once I started doing videos more, I started doing beat making videos and stuff. It started growing and growing and growing. Then I started doing more beat making videos more consistently. It grew some more. Then when I started doing the talking videos on top of that, it started growing and growing. And now I'm just learning about the business behind it and like the algorithm, and okay, I need to really take the time to learn this stuff. But if you jump out the gate and you study and you're really consistent, because I feel like that's all YouTube is about knowing what to do, how to post stuff, and then staying consistent. If you stay consistent with it, you can grow your channel. Like, there's people out there, of course, they're in different, I hate saying this word, they're in different areas than I'm in, and they grow like that. So it depends on what you're gonna do. Like, I was gonna do a video where I destroyed my Xbox. I kid you not, I was gonna throw my Xbox out the window. Like, for me being distracted, I was gonna throw the Xbox out the window. I was like, I'm done with this. Now I was like, that video probably would have got a whole bunch of views, but I couldn't bring myself to do that. I'm like, for what? So, you know, you find your lane, you stick in it and stay consistent. A lot of people get discouraged when they don't see the numbers right away. But I'll tell you like this, I had a video, the top video on my page right now, it's at 144,000 views outside of the Days of Try Me video. That video, when I first uploaded it, probably only got 200 or 300 views in the first week. But here we are, 2.5 years later, it's getting thousands of views every single month now. So, but back then I wouldn't have thought that. It's like, oh dang, I could have been like, dang, it's only got that and give up. But it's like, if you keep on going at it and going at it and going at it, it has no choice but to go. Like, that's like with anything. Like, you keep doing it, it's gonna get better. You're gonna find your way, in my opinion. I know that didn't give you an answer, but it take time depending on what you're doing. Some people go faster, some people go slower. But don't be one of those people that buy followers or subscribers and stuff. Though, don't do that, because they'll take away that stuff. Like, they put up a thing the other day. Well, probably a couple weeks ago, it was like on December 14th and 15th, we're taking away all fake subscribers or something like that. And I'm like, dang, like, I don't know if people still did that stuff. Now, I bought Twitter followers back when I was in high school. Back when I was in high school, I bought Twitter followers, and then they took them all away. And that was the only time I ever did something like that. I never did that on Instagram, never did it on YouTube, but I did it on Twitter back in the day. All right, where am I at? When you open up your own studio, is it going to be Maschine best, or you going to learn another DAW? What do you have in mind? With my own studio, see, here's the deal with that. My studio would be different. I wouldn't be using my studio in the sense of a studio for people to come record their music at. My studio would be for me, my company, the people in my circle to have a creative place to work. It wouldn't be, because I don't like the drinking, I don't like the smoking, I don't like none of that stuff. And I know that may sound crazy, but I have some tight stuff. Like, if I go in the building like that, first off, they ain't gonna allow too much stuff going on. But I'm saying, if I just have my own building out somewhere, it's like I don't be with all that. So it's like, I feel like people wouldn't really even come around like that anyway. But if somebody wanted to come there, that would be like, if you want to hear some beats, come to my studio. If you want me to make a beat for you, come to my studio. You want to do a photo shoot, come to my studio. Or you want to do a video, come to my studio. I don't need to go find no other place. You come to my studio, you pay me, We get this going, boom, it's my business like that. Now, if I do have a spot where artists want to come and whatnot and work, I probably will have an engineer or something like that. Like, I know my way around other softwares. Like, I've used Pro Tools before, but I really just make beats, so it's no real need for me to have Pro Tools. Then I have Logic. I know FL Studio, so I know my way around different stuff. They pretty much are all the same. You just have to figure out the differences between the controls of each one. So I mean, I'm not against having different stuff, but for me personally, it'd be like my machine school where people, you know, machine lessons. All right, come to my office at this time. You on the schedule, you know, send a payment. Come on up here. We can sit up here and do this. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Now, where was I at? What's up, DDS? Either my comments are not coming through or they accidentally being skipped. I was right under audio fix. Well, you probably have to repost your comment because I don't. Yeah, it says audio fix and JDoc. So I don't know what's going on, man. You have to repost it. I apologize, but sometimes YouTube be taking some of the comments and taking them off because then I won't be seeing them like that. Go back to where I was at. What's up, bro? I just got the complete keyboard and been going in with my studio. Hey, man, I'm glad you got it. Hopefully you enjoy it, man. Hopefully it inspires you to keep on working. Let me see, we spoke about this before, but one thing I'm trying to understand is how do PROs, etc., track your music strictly through a number and no audio, if at all? Well, because when people play your songs like on the radio and stuff like that, they have to what am I trying to say? If you go to like the radio stations, they have listings of songs that they play, so the song names and things of that nature. I don't know how they get the specifics on like this radio station or that. It's like, I think they go by markets and they have like a list of everything that's played and they send it out, and then it's all based off of the song name, the writers, the performer, things of that nature. From my experience, don't quote me on that, but that's what I know so far. I could be wrong, but that's how I see it. I'm really interested in seeing more on the art side. I'm assuming you're talking about the art side of what I was saying, like with the vlogs and stuff. Let me see. What kind of lens is good for macro photography? They have macro lenses. Like, I don't really know because I haven't done it like that, but like I would think a 50mm lens. Like, that's what I use to get everything blurred out behind me. 1.4 f-stop. And that's how I do that. And I found you because of, I'm assuming that you meant expansions. Yeah, shout out to Native Instruments, man. They let me do those. I mean, even before I was working with them, I was doing the videos. Like, I would purchase the expansions and do the sound by sound videos, but you know, it always helps to have a company willing to work with you on that stuff, and I'm grateful for that, because that definitely helps. What are some pluses and minuses of mixing the machine? Well, the reason I don't mix in machine is because I used to back when I first got Maschine, their mixing software wasn't to what it is now. Not software, but the way you mix, you could only look at the screen and mix. It wasn't a mixer on there like that, or it would be just some knobs, and I was used to having the mixers, like, I forgot, I don't know, you know what I'm talking about, the mixer channels or whatever. I was used to having those from FL, and it was like I needed something to give me that visual, so I went to Logic. So, but now they have it on there where you can mix, so there's really no pros and cons. It's just a matter of preference. I mean, the only downside is you can't export MP3s out of Maschine, but other than that, it's pretty much cool now. It's all about what you want. What do you want as an addition to your studio? I want the Rode podcast mixer. That's what I want. I want the Rode podcast mixer because I want to do a podcast with a few other people, and I'll be able to, you know, have a good thing where we can take it out there and plug the stuff in, and we'll be able to, you know, sit there and chat about different things, and I'll have the mixing board for the effects and all that stuff on there. It'll be cool. If you come to DDS Studios, you're gonna hear him say stay off the weed. And it ain't even that. It's depending on who you are too. Like, if you come to my studio and you're somebody who I want to, like, if I really want to work with you, and it's like you just have to have that to work, it'll be like, well, I mean, that's an exception. Like, my rule would be like, don't be bringing 50 people with you. Like, if it's you and one other person, cool, but don't be bringing 10 people. Like, nah, you know, because that's when all that other stuff started going on. What's up, Isaiah Robinson? Rap album of 2018, Victory Lap by Nipsey Hussle. That's probably my top album. That's just some motivation. Nipsey Hussle is one of my favorite rappers. Meek Mill had a good album, like a great album at the end of the year. So those are probably my top two, because that's really all I can remember. But Victory Lap stuck with me the most, and Meek Mill's album has been getting the most replay for me for a while. Drake got some replay, but I didn't really play the whole album. It was a lot of songs. I did listen to the whole album, but I'm saying over and over again. I think Meek has the consistent, I can listen to the majority of his album and be like, dang, I listened to the whole thing, didn't even realize it. And Nipsey too. Okay, let me see, where was I at? No, I meant as far as I know you said before, you do your own graphics, etc. Oh man, yeah, I used to do that. Man, I used to do all that stuff. I used to design posters and everything. I wish I still had that stuff. I would post some of it. I have a reel of my graphic arts on YouTube. Actually, it's like one of the first videos I uploaded in like 2009 or something like that. It's still public. You can go check it out. But how do you come up with chord progressions? I come up with chord progressions just like this. I sit here. I just be pushing buttons, going to the chord mode, or you can go in keyboard mode and just. I was just messing around, honestly. That's my answer for everything. What's better for beginners, Nexus or Omnisphere? Depends on what you want. Nexus has its place. I still love Nexus. Omnisphere is cool. Omnisphere is, to me, it's more like you have to go through a whole bunch of sounds. Like sometimes it's too much, too many sounds. Nexus is pretty much straight to the point. I mean, Omnisphere is too with their organization. So I mean, I guess it's really on what you want. Omnisphere is the more popular thing right now. Like even down to that Surviving R. Kelly documentary, the music in there, some of that music was made with Omnisphere. A preset in Omnisphere, I believe. It was a preset in something because I heard it so many times, and I believe it was Omnisphere. But yeah, I would say either one. It's really just a preference. Omnisphere is the more popular one. You probably get more for your money, but I know Nexus doesn't cost that much right now. I'm curious to know when they're going to come out with Nexus 3 and what's going to be in Nexus 3, because Nexus 2 definitely changed the game, but they're going to have to do something dope for that. For real, for real. You keep doing what you doing, looking at your videos, got me back doing my studio, got into beat making. You help out a lot. Hey man, I'm glad I could help. I feel like that's what I'm here for, honestly. Like, I'm talking about just life in general. I feel like doing stuff like this. For real, sharing my experiences, trying to help better the world, man. Help people chase their dreams, because I ain't really had nobody help me or try to push me in the direction to do my stuff. It's just me saying I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make it work somehow. I'm primarily a recording artist, but I'm looking to branch off and start selling beats on the side. Any advice on where to start? I would say just if you're making beats now, or if you already have made beats, just you gotta fall in love with it, have fun with it. Don't do it for the money, because it's gonna take a while. Focus on building your brand. You're an artist, so you can start doing. See, if I was an artist, this is what I would do. I would rap on my beats and send it to other rappers and say, I want you on this beat. And then they'll ask me, where did you get this beat from? And I made this beat. Oh, you make beats too? Yeah, I make beats also. Well, how much you charge for your beats? And then from there, you got your foot in the door. See, if I was a rapper, that's what I would do. But I don't like my voice enough to be a rapper. In my opinion, I wouldn't even take myself serious. I'd be like, I wouldn't even know what to talk about. Alright, KOD is my favorite of 2018. I need to listen to that. It's just, I started playing that album when I was in the car coming back from the studio. And I'm going down the freeway and started listening to it, and it just wasn't my car music. I just like, yeah, and then I just never went back to it. It's on my phone. I just haven't went back to it, so I need to sit and listen to it. But Victory Lap is my album of the year. Like, my favorite song, I don't even know what my favorite song on there is. Like, Right Hand to God. You got The Last Time That I Checked. You got the Victory Lap intro. It's just some dope songs on there. Motivation, man. I could listen to Nipsey all day. That's one person I want to work with that I haven't worked with. And I was supposed to send him some beats. So I did send beats through a third party, but I don't know what happened with it. That's just how that stuff go. But, you know, it is what it is. It'll happen. Do you have any videos, or can you make a video showing how you or anyone could use Maschine as VST inside FL Studio, and how to bring the stem/tracks inside of FL Studio to mix? I have a video on how to export your stuff out of Maschine, and then what was I gonna say? I can do a video on how to use your Maschine as a VST. That's not hard at all. You just gotta open it up. Like where you open up your other VSTs, Maschine will pop up and you just use it like that. It will become a slave to FL Studio. I like your beat making videos. Can you please tell us how to decide and choose instruments and melodies when trying to make a song? Can you please make some beat making videos on raw lyrics? What do you mean by on raw lyrics? Please elaborate for me so I know how to answer your question, but I appreciate the compliment. And how do I decide? I mean, really, it's all about inspiration. I don't make the videos like, oh, I'm about to make this type of beat. But it's like, there's times where I've tried to make videos and I just cut the camera off and be like, I'm not feeling it, and walk away and try and do it another time. Like, I don't do it specifically for the videos. But just like I found this sound, I will sit here and just go through stuff till I find something I like. For example, I'll do that real quick. My favorites. Like, I'll be like, oh, I like that sound, so let me see what I can do with that. So I'll go like that. I don't know why it's not playing though. I ain't playing up there though. That's just how I do it. I just find something that inspires me, and I just try and build a beat off of it. If I don't like it, I scrap it, start another beat, but y'all wouldn't know that because I don't include that in the videos. So, because if I did that, them videos would be long. I might make a beat for 10, 15 minutes and then decide I don't like it and then just delete it. Do you have any insight on new Native Instrument products? I do not. But I'm interested to see, excuse me, what's going to come this year and in the future. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. What's your process? Did I skip something? Yeah, I did. Any ideas on how to offer value without doing beat videos or random IG posts? I have a low-key vibe similar to yours, so I'm confident I can be successful in this business. Much success to you, bro. I appreciate that. That's interesting. As a producer, the only way you can give, I'm not gonna say the only way, the way that I look at you giving value is giving the people something. If you want people to know you for your music, you have to put your music out there. To me, there's no other way around it, because it's like, I can sit here and say, I can come on YouTube and just talk to you about how I'm a producer, but I don't show no music. People probably aren't gonna be as accepting of it. They're gonna want to be like, well, where's your music? How come I never heard this? How come I never heard that? And for me, it was more so I'm throwing my music out there. Like, even last night, I had somebody DM me about a beat I put up on YouTube 4 years ago. So I'm like, dang. One of the last videos I put up, that Tupac sample, somebody left a comment on the video from 2013, like, can I get this beat? And I was like, well, I don't really have this no more. I'll go and remake it, and then I'll upload it. So I say that to say you had to put something out there to draw people to you, unless you have some other talent and you want your music to just be the background. Like if you can paint and you do painting videos, you know, you do that stuff, and you know, you start throwing your beats in the background, people are like, what's that? You know, you gotta just find your way. You can try and teach people different things. That's value, helping people with their problems. Like I said last night, somebody sent me a question, and I actually sat down and answered the question through video. Like I didn't have to do that, you know, but it was like, you know, that's giving back, giving value, you know. Or you can give out drum sounds, you can give out anything. Don't necessarily have to be beats, but you gotta have people want to have a part of you, in a sense. Hopefully that made sense, because I was all over the place. What's your process for selling beats online? I make a beat, I mix it, I either decide if I'm putting it on BeatStars. When I'm gonna put it on BeatStars, am I gonna try and give it to some local people or major people? And that's really what I do. And sometimes I put the beats still on BeatStars, and yeah, just put the price on there and I upload them. Like with the videos do the work. Like one of my most selling beats is a Pony sample beat, the Genuine Pony song. I sampled that and I uploaded that video to YouTube. I want to say in like March. No, I uploaded it to BeatStars in March 1st of 2018. But the beat was from 2017. I uploaded it and that beat sells so much that I went and I moved the beat up to the top of my player, because I didn't really like that beat like that. And I uploaded it and it just kept going and going. I'm like, dang, this beat gets sold almost, I don't know how many times, but it gets sold every month. I know that much. That one beat gets sold all the time. The only time it didn't get sold was when BeatStars went through their thing last month. But prior to that, it's that one beat just selling. I'm like, dang. But I had that video sitting on YouTube and it's getting more views and views and views, which is drawing more people to it. So I'm saying, you upload the stuff, people see it, that leads into your beat store, then they can sell it, or you can reach out to people. I don't really hit people in their DM because I feel like that's not really being genuine. Like I'm the type of person that if I approach you about doing music with you, I'm not going to be like, I need you to pay me for this beat. It's going to be, here, I want to work with you, check this out. And then from there, after that, we can work on a business relationship. But I'm not going, if I hit you up, I'm going to give you a beat. I'm not about to be like, oh, I want to work with you, but you got to give me $50. Like, you know what I'm saying? For the lease. Like, it don't work like that at all. So it's just upload the stuff to YouTube, get it out there. And, you know, or the beat making video. Sometimes that's ways that can be a part of the process. KLD is overrated in my opinion. It's cool, but I don't see the hype. Like I said, I just didn't listen to it that much. I was just in a space where I really don't listen to music that much like I used to. I do listen to it, but I don't listen to it that much. Like, how can I put it? Now I study music. That's what I want to say. I study certain music. I study what's hot, try and listen to the stuff, try and mix it up with what I do. And also I like stuff for me, like I love Detroit music. That's some of my favorite music. I listen to that stuff, but the major stuff, I don't really listen to it like that. Especially last year, I wasn't really into it unless it was something I was looking forward to. Like I said, with your Nipsey Hussle or Meek, or like I'm waiting on Rick Ross to drop an album. If Rick Ross drop an album, I'm checking that out. You know, stuff like that. I feel like Rick Ross is underrated, by the way. Rick Ross is one of my favorite rappers of all time. I'll put that out there. And believe me, that video is much needed. A lot of people use Maschine, but as a VST inside other DAWs. Yeah, I'll do a video on Maschine and other DAWs for sure. So that way, I'll have that out there, because that's not hard to do at all. I could definitely do that. I'm about to roll out. Got to get up early in the AM, but everybody hit them likes, man. Always a blessing and a privilege to be here. I appreciate you, man. Hopefully you have a good evening. Hopefully you see me saying this. I appreciate you tuning in, and I'm probably gonna get off shortly myself because I got to get up early too. But I just wanted to get this in before I did that. I've been watching this crazy show. I'm gonna finish that tonight though. I'm gonna try to. Ain't that funny? I don't play Xbox, but I watch a TV show now. Have you had a problem with your drum kits playing the demos on the first pad since the update? do you have your pattern turns on? Like your, dang, I can't even show you from here. That's crazy. If you go to your browser, hopefully you can see. You see my mouse right now, so yeah, you can see it. So go down here to the bottom where I'm at, and it's something that says patterns. Turn that off and see if that helps. I'm just saying that may help, may not help, but that should help if we talk about the same thing. I know it's a Q&A, but go on and bang out quick, bang. Man, I thought about doing that, but man, people just enjoy this better, and I enjoy this better too. Like, I made 4 beats today, so it's like I'm just on chill mode right now. But it's like when I heard this, I started getting ideas. I'm like, okay, but nah, I'm probably not gonna make nothing tonight. Oh, that wasn't even on chord mode. Oh wow, that's why it sounded like that. See. I'm just gonna make that pad in the background. I may finish that later. Let me see. I'm just gonna have that in the background. We just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Candy isn't the best, but of the albums I listened to in 2018, that's the one I like the most. I've been watching your videos for a while. It's inspiring. I don't feel like a producer or beat maker, but it makes me want to open Ableton and mess around. That's what it's really all about. It's really just all about messing around, in my opinion. That's all I be doing. Like, you see what I just did there? I'll just be messing around and adding stuff to it. It'll be dope to hear a West Coast trap beat from you. I got one that's out there. Like, it was a single. It's called Like a Hoe. It was a Dave Slow song. I feel like that was a West Coast type thing, but maybe it wasn't. But I may be able to make something like that. Turn this down a little bit. Don't want it to overpower. Newbie question, but when you upload a beat for sale, what format do you upload? I'm assuming it's the format of the DAW. I do WAV files because I charge more for WAV files. If you want to lease an MP3 from me, it's $50. If you want to lease the WAV, it's $60. So I just upload the WAV. BeatStars turns it into an MP3 from there, and then from there we good to go. How can you sell sample beats on BeatStars? I'm guessing these leases are leases, of course, but still, how safe is it? I think it's fine. I mean, the thing about clearing samples is if I was to clear a sample for a beat, the artist would have to turn around and clear the sample for the song. I'm not publishing the beat. What I'm doing is I look at it as I'm selling my service, in the sense like I made this beat that's going to be the backdrop for your song. So you're paying me for that, and then you are going to publish the song. And when you publish the song, you have to clear it, in my opinion. I'm following you from the last 2 years. I learned a lot about music production. Please make a video on a complete song. Show how you make melody for a song or instruments you choose in a song. Thanks. I mean, the only thing about that is that video will be long, because I don't know what, and it's really, I have no method to how I choose stuff. I randomly browse stuff. Like right now, I have an idea for a piano in my head, so this is what I do. If hopefully you in here, because that's all I do. I'm giving you the secrets right now. I'm going right now. Like, just this pad makes me want to have a piano in the background. And it's not going to be nothing aggressive. It's going to be something light playing. Alright, man, you have a good one. I'm looking for something. I think this is it. Nope. Alright, so now I got that. Exactly, something like that. It's just that simple. Like that's just it's just messing around, like little ideas like that. And I'll just leave it at that, honestly. Usually save it out there. Where was I at? Just keep jumping. Look, fam, go on and drop it. If I record in F sharp, is there any way to change it? Change it A with. I'm assuming you mean change it to A with the MK3 with replaying it, but just by switching the knob. That I'm not really sure about, to be honest with you. Unless you're talking about recording your MIDI, you can move it up semitones and stuff by hitting like shift pad 13, 14, and 15 and 16. You can move the stuff up and down, like stuff like that. See, banger time. I don't know. I might finish the beat. I don't know the Dead President's melody by my heart, so I can't play it right now off the top of my head. I had to listen to it. How did you make it to where the notes you are playing on the machine are in the same chord as the pads? I locked it into the scale. When you lock it into the scale, you can go ahead and do that. A keyscape or contact piano bank, which would you prefer and why? I would say keyscape all day. Keyscape is my favorite for pianos. It's just, they have so many different ones and they just sound real. Like this, I can change this piano to something else. Let me find another one. And they have different ones in here. I don't know what this is gonna sound like, but let's just see. This is my favorite piano right here. I should save this before this thing end up crashing, because I really like this. I just don't know if I'm gonna finish it. Let me see. 14th. Dang, we at the 14th already? That's crazy. You like Boogie, the West Coast rapper from Compton? I don't know if I heard of him. I gotta check it out. The MCU. I like the MCU. I'm ready for what's that thing called? Avengers Endgame to come out. I'm looking forward to that. No, you don't have to have an LLC before you start selling your beats online. I mean, I have an LLC, but it wasn't when I first started putting beats out and stuff. Yeah, Keyscape is the best pianos I've heard of all time. It's still good though. I don't know. I'm going up and down. I'm talking after it's recorded in Cubase. If I record in F sharp in my head. I'm not really sure. I mean, let me go back through that question again. If I can hit shift and scale and change it, the already recorded MIDI will change, but it don't in Maschine. Yeah, so in order for you, if we're talking about the same thing, you can change the MIDI or something like that. You know, like I'm holding shift in these different pads and it's changing them that way. if that makes sense. It's moving the MIDI around. What's up, Kid Cash? Is it better to have a Mac laptop or HP for Maschine? I was having issues with Maschine when I first got it with Windows, but since I switched over to Mac, I haven't had any issues, honestly. I usually start with 4 bars when I'm making beats, but it depends on the tempo. Like right now I'm at 157. Delete that last pattern. So I'm up here making the beat. I wasn't planning on doing that. How come I'll change the pitch on my hats? Which means I was planning on doing something in a second. Well, you can DM me on Instagram and like you can send me a video that way so I can see what you mean. Tips on how you lay your hats. I use no repeats for my hi-hat, so if I'm doing no repeat, all I gotta do is go like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just up here messing with it like that. And then when I get to certain points, I switch it up. And then sometimes I do go like the little 808, not 808, what am I talking about? Hi-hats going like, but it has to be faster, so it's. I used to not do that, and then on top of that, I add halftime to it, so it gives that deeper feel. Appreciate that. Great keys. To do no repeat on the Complete Control keyboard is the arc button next to scale. I mean, gross beat, I didn't really use gross beat because I used it when I first was, I don't even think I was using it back then when I used FL, but I tried to use it on Apple and it wasn't really working right. And they were saying it was something you could download another program to try and do it. Then I had to pay for it again or something like that, and I was like, forget it. And then when halftime came out, I just started rocking with it, and I like it better. It's easier to me. Like when I make a beat, it's really just that simple. Like it just started from me finding this one sound. Like it don't be that much going on to it. How much you make off my beats in December? I don't know, to be honest with you. And to be honest with you, making beats, selling my beats is really just one stream of income. Like I talked about that in my last live stream. Like I'm not one of these, I don't know if I say one of these people, I mean like I'm not a person that is sitting there like I'm going to go and I'm gonna sell all these beats on BeatStars, or I sold beats in person. I sell beats on BeatStars. Sell beats through royalties and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of hard to answer, but I probably made a few $100 in December. And then I made money doing my one-on-one sessions, because I do one-on-one sessions in person sometimes, and I charge $75 an hour for one-on-one sessions. So I don't want to go into all my different income streams, but I have off of my music alone, or like all of this stuff alone, I've made enough money in December. I put it like that. I made enough money just to do this stuff. Like, I'm blessed to be in this position to where I can live off of my music. It ain't like I'm balling or nothing like that, but I've been working on building my brand, and it's honestly been paying off a lot more, for real, for real. Like, me working on building my brand with all my other things instead of just focusing on selling beats has worked out. But I'm not knocking selling beats. Like, we're on 2 weeks in January, and I've sold, I want to say, 5 beats on BeatStars so far, stuff like that. So I mean, I saw somebody say, tell them to get out your pocket. Like, that's why I don't like giving specific numbers, because I ain't the type of person to be doing all that. But it's like, I do understand where people coming from, because people want to understand where I'm coming from, or how, like, they look at it for inspiration for themselves. Like, that's how I would do it. And it's like, for me, I would just advise everybody to find different streams of income. I mean, you can live off selling beats. Obviously, there's people that make like $20,000 a month. I'm not one of them people. And I feel like, and to be honest with you, I feel like I could be one of those people, though. I could become one of the people that make $20,000 a month off BeatStars, but I would have to legit dedicate myself to doing that. And I feel like right now I'm dedicating myself to building my brand and other things of that nature, like working with companies and things like that seem to bring in more money than just selling beats, stuff like that. I'll do a video on that later, though. How's the DJ life? The DJ life has been put on pause. I've been making beats like crazy. For real. Where do I work? I don't know what you mean when you say where do I work. If you ask me, do I have a job? I don't have a job. I work in here. If somebody wants to do a one-on-one session with me, I go to the actual studio, book that, and I have them book it. I book it. They pay for the studio session. We sit down and we go through, or if you do my one-on-one sessions online, Skype, but I just live off of all this stuff and royalties. Shout out to BMI. It's almost BMI paycheck time, so I'm looking forward to that, seeing what that's like. But yeah, man, I'm trying to get into different avenues. Like, I'm looking into trying to get the television placements and stuff down too. Excuse me. Now, where was I at? Do you think it's impossible to get noticed? Almost impossible to get noticed because so many people are making beats now. No, not at all. Just because a lot of people doing it don't mean that it's gonna be hard. It's like that comes down to your brand. You gotta build your audience. You gotta build your fans, whatever you want to call people. You gotta build. I look at it as supporters. Like, everybody that watches my channel supports me. You gotta build that up, and that takes a long time. But there are ways to do it. You just have to really do it. Like, for real. You just gotta do it, man. Find a way. Find what works for you and get that ball rolling. And once you get the ball rolling, you'll get noticed. To me, it's like you're an artist now as a producer, because you had to find a way. You have to study different things and learn how to make yourself stand out. Like, even with this book, like me taking the time to read this stuff is stuff that you can find on the internet in video forms. But even then, when you see it in a book form, you just take notes on it. You really sit down and you study, and from there, you'll be able to go for real. And learn about the different marketing strategies, learn about SEO, learn about all that stuff, and it'll help you find your way. Let me see. Now, where was I at? Sampling in Maschine versus using Serato sample. Serato sample all day. And I love Serato sample 100%. Serato sample is just, it makes everything easier to me. I love Maschine, but sampling the Serato sample is just where it's at for me, honestly. Do you mess with Splice? Yeah, I talked about Splice earlier. Splice is cool. I just don't like the way everything is organized. That's my only issue with that. But I have a Splice account. I just don't use it, which I should let go of that, honestly. Do you ever think you'll come to Nap Town? It's a possibility. I plan on taking trips and doing, like, not courses, but like sessions through different places. Repeat that book one more time, please. The book is This Is Marketing by Seth Godin. That's the book that I'm reading right now. Y'all trying to do a book club, I can give y'all some crazy books that'll help y'all stay motivated and inspired. For real, for real. Like, I've been reading books. Like, I think people sleep on books. I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like people really do sleep on books because there's some great information in there. Like, you want to get advice from successful people, read their books because they literally talk about just about everything in their books, and you just have to learn how to apply it to your life. Are you familiar with Black Milk? Yes, I am. How do you do a beat switch up? What do you mean, like a transition? You just do a different scene if that's what you're talking about. Initial audio has competitor, halftime, gross beat, cause, slow-mo. I have all three. They all dope. I've learned to use what I have instead of buying every VSC. Yeah, that's something that you have to learn too. Don't ask the man about his money. He's straight. Nah, man. I that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't be meaning to ask about money, but I think a lot of people want to just figure out if it's viable for them to do this. A lot of people think that it's no money in it, but it is money in it. And like, even if you put out your own instrumental albums, which is something I'm gonna do again, I'm gonna put out some stuff more frequently, and then from there we'll be good to go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What is the most challenging obstacle or goal you've had to overcome in your current level of music creation? Well, I don't know how to describe it. I went through something last year that I'm not. Was it last year? No, it was the year before. 2017. The end of 2017 for me was like a rough patch with life in general. Like, a whole bunch of stuff just came like falling apart, and like, stuff I had put a lot of time into just wasn't working out, and things of that nature. Like, a lot of stuff was just falling apart. Things just wasn't going to plan. Like, it was just bad. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was like, yo, this just ain't working out. So I had to sit down and look at it for a second and be like, okay, how can I rebuild? And that's all 2018 was. 2018 was me rebuilding, and then on top of that, I was in a space where I wasn't really into making music like I am now, or prior to that. Like, I did it, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't that same passion like I have now. Like, I have a passion for it now. Like, I will sit here and just mess around and have fun. But in 2018, it was just like, yeah, well, I made a beat today, so I'm gonna go back and do this. And I wasn't sending beats out to nobody like that. I was focused on other things. But now that I'm back in my mode, it's like, okay, I'm back on my grind with it, getting better. And I'm gonna go into detail about all this stuff one day. It'll probably be towards the end of this year. I'm thinking about doing a Keep Pushing Part 2, and it's just gonna talk about all that because I have a video on YouTube about something like that. I just didn't put it on public. It's private, and I was gonna release it, but I don't even think I'm gonna release it anymore, just because it ain't even worth putting it out there. But it was just everything, like everything that I thought was gonna happen. It was like, I was like this. I was going up, and it's like I hit a wall, and it was like bam, and everything just said. I mean, I was just like, wow, like, but that was necessary though. Like, I'm glad I went through that because it taught me to get where I am now, and I've had a lot of great things come from that. So yeah, it's like, I'm happy now. Like, I'm genuinely happy with this stuff. Like, just trying to build my own, and I've learned to be like, yeah, this is what I really want. So that's a vague answer, but it's like I went through some stuff to where I wasn't really feeling like making music like that no more. So yeah. Now let me go back to where I was. Where was I, man? I hate how these comments be jumping when I be in the middle of reading. Okay, I figure out where I was. Okay, I've been kicking my depression. I haven't made a beat since Thanksgiving. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I know how that stuff can be, but ain't nothing wrong with not making beats though. Like, when you going through stuff in life, it's okay to step away from it. Like, don't force yourself to do it. Like, if I didn't feel like making beats, like, even what I was just saying, like, it was days where I probably went a week or so without even making one beat, and I had to really find that drive again, had to rediscover that stuff and get everything back going. Like, that's all it was. It was just like I wasn't really in the mood to really work. but I had to, you know, get back in that space eventually. And I hope you know, getting it together now. I mean, reading is a way to help me with that. Talking to people, going out. As far as like, you know, like I'm somebody that love movies. I went to the movies last night. Went to see If Beale Street or Bell Street Can Talk, I think it was called. That movie was really good. I know a lot of people didn't like the ending, or they said it was boring. But I mean, I saw that stuff going into it, so I had my expectations for that, and I really had a good time. Me and my girlfriend enjoyed that movie. Let me try and knock these questions out. GWs, I feel you is an interesting subject to know the possibilities, but we know there's money to be made for anybody who is serious about the craft. That's serious too, though. Like if you, and that's one thing I try to tell people around me. I be like, man, look, it's so much money out here. It's just you have to really build and work for it. Like it's not gonna come to you. Like you got to put the hours in, and that's something I'm heavy on now. I had to sit up here and just jump into it and be like, look, I gotta focus and knock this stuff out. Like it ain't gonna come if I'm sitting here just like, okay, I made one beat. Like, no, bro, what else can I be doing to make this stuff happen? Ain't nobody else gonna make it happen but me. The money's inspirational. That's why the guy asks. That's what I'm saying. Money is definitely, that's something that inspires people. I'm not mad at him asking those questions. I mean, I don't blame him though, but I'm saying my situation is different though. Like, I don't want anybody thinking like, oh, this is because I'm selling beats on BeatStars. Like, no, it's not. Like, BeatStar, I make enough money on BeatStars. I think it was only 1 month last year that I didn't get a sale off of BeatStars, but usually I get enough money to pay my bills. That's all I look at this stuff as, and that's fine with me. Like, it's enough money paying my phone bill and this bill. Okay, cool. Now I got this other stream coming in right here. This is enough to pay this bill, that bill. Cool. Okay, now all my bills are paid. Now I got these other streams coming in, so this is just stack, 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 stack. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at stuff. Like, it's like, cool. Like, I'm getting enough money to do that. I don't want nobody to think I'm just up here. All this came from BeatStars. Not yet, but I will be there at some point though. Let me go back. Your video you did about time that is what I'm going to throw now, trying to put more time into music and listen again. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, bro. My game is right here. Like, literally, it's right here. It's right here if I ever want to use it, but it's literally unplugged. Like, I was thinking about getting back on there today for a little bit, but I was like, nah, I'd rather read a book. And that's when I started reading. Not started reading that, but I picked it up and read some more of it. And watching this show that I love, man. The show called Escape from some prison. I forgot the name of it. I'm enjoying that show. I like stuff like that to help me get in a space to create. Let me see. I heard you say, looking at television placements, I'm glad you're trying that because I still remember that Heat Man sample be crazy though. And I appreciate that. And that's just another stream of income I look at. You know, I've had a track on television before, but I want to get my stuff on films and TV so that way I can. One of my goals is just to go to the movies and see either, I want to see my name on the movie, hear my music in the movie. So have my music in there and hear my music in there. It's my goals with music, for real, for real. All this stuff can help me get there. How does the MK3 and Jam work together? Do you use it in your workflow? I use the Jam for arrangements. You can sequence with it, like it turns into a sequencer and goes back and forth. You just click what you want and all that. You can mix on here, do effects, play notes, all that stuff. It's cool. It's a cool addition to it, but it's not necessarily necessary, but it's cool. I enjoy it. Where you from? I'm from Brooklyn. I've been to Brooklyn once back in 2014 in November, October to be exact. I'm from Detroit though, Detroit, Michigan. But I live outside of Michigan. Write a book about the struggle. I probably would do that one day. Honestly, I probably legit would do that. Dang, you know, it's funny. I saw that video, that comment about the R&B project on the video, but then when I was scrolling through here on the actual comments, it's not there. Just email me and we'll talk about it. I'll see what what your budget is, and we'll work something out. I'm not tripping on that. Just email me real quick and we can work on that. I think I'm gonna stay up and rewatch all your sampling videos tonight while playing COD Black Ops. Hey man, I appreciate you watching the videos. I was thinking about getting Call of Duty, but I've been disappointed with Call of Duty like the past 3 years that I just said I'm not even going to try it. I liked World War. Was it World War II? Was that the last one? I had that one. I enjoyed it for the first month, and then from there it's like, yeah. My favorite artist, I have a lot. Like we were talking about, Nipsey Hussle's one of my favorite artists. He's somebody that I could listen to if I want some motivation and tell me like to build, like even this stuff, like building your brand, like that's that Nipsey Hussle stuff he talking about, own your own stuff, do stuff yourself. And I like that model of that, you know. And then you have people like Drake, like I like Drake's music, you know, stuff like that. So those guys are dope. By the way, if you listen to it close, the NBA, trust me. I don't know what that means. I'm confused on that part. Glad to hear you back on your feet, DDS. It wasn't even that I was knocked off of my feet. It was just like, it's one of the things where everything is going in one direction, and then like everything, when I say everything, I mean just about everything just said poof, and it's like, dang, it's like a Lego car. I think I used that before. You just rolling and rolling, and eventually hit a wall and all the pieces fall off, but you put it all back together and you are better, like you make a better car than before. DDS, do you use Reactor Instruments? I have some. I don't really use them that much. I feel like I passed something. Hey, new subscriber. I ain't seen that in a minute. I forgot I even had that stuff on here from when people subscribe and donate and all that stuff. I forgot all about that stuff. Do you still arrange a machine or put your patterns straight in DAW? If so, what DAW do you use and how does it benefit the workflow? I make my whole beats in Maschine. I just do not mix in Maschine. Everything else strictly Maschine. I did a short version. Oh, you talking to somebody else. The same thing happened to me. I've been producing so long and lately I've hit a wall, beat block. Trying to shake it. It's like riding a bike. I think I just need to get back in my groove. Yeah, that's all it takes. Something to inspire you. Maybe new sounds, the new VST. Anything like that can inspire you and get you back rolling, man. For real, for real. That's what I've learned. If it's something like that, I'll step away from it and maybe find some samples or anything. You'll be disappointed. I played the Blackout Battle Royale more than multiplayer zombies, though. Way better than Fortnite or PUBG or Fortnite. My favorite track on Victory Lap, Right Hand to God, Victory Lap. Last time I checked, I had to listen. I had to go back through the track list and pick them, but those are probably my top 3, honestly. I forgot some of the names of the other ones, though. I still play Black Ops 2 on regular Xbox. If they got Black Ops 2 on the Xbox One, I got it on my Xbox. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, my bad. We all on here, the Learning Network. Let's keep it positive. When you get a chance, check out Taxi. Yeah, I heard about Taxi when I was in school. I just looked at the site and I didn't really like it like that. I found out about another site. I had to check it out and I'll share it with y'all. Favorite producer? Me. It's like, I don't even know, to be honest with you. To be real with you, I can't even think of that right now. I don't know who my favorite producer is. I always say Pharrell, but it's like I always try to give a different answer. You know, like I say Pharrell, and then you got like the legendary Trackster, if y'all know who he is. You know, a bunch of stuff. Like I try to think of different people. I don't like giving the cliche answer. You got Johnny J that did a lot of Tupac stuff. I did like that because I got a Tupac poster over there. Have to be up for work in 3 hours, but I can't stop watching. Man, I appreciate that, Nicole, but I'm in the live stream in a second though, because I got to get up early myself. I wasn't even planning on being on that long. Jason said, I love your videos. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching. I mix using Logic. Kid, you make beats. Man, thanks for answering. It's late. Yo, I'm tripping reading that. You went to college. I went to community college, and then I went to university, and then I stopped going to university because I took a class up there, and we had to buy 2 books for the class, and the 2 books were written by the teacher, And then we only used the books probably on 2 occasions the whole semester. So I spent the extra $200 on those books, something like $250 on books, and we only used the books 2 times. So kid you not, like two days in the class. And then on top of that, I emailed, like we had something to write. The teacher gave us like a page to read. It say like write a 3 to 5 page essay on this, and I was like, how am I gonna write a 3 to 5 page essay on 1 page? So I actually asked the teacher, I was like, you know, this is all I could think of, you know, what else? He's like, you're gonna fail my class because you're trying to be smart. And I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. So, but my community college experience was great. Like, I loved it. I got my associate's degree. I got a few certificates and different things. So I enjoyed that. Like, I have no issue with community college. It was just the university thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I'm not fully against it. I just think you get into a lot of debt, and now you can get jobs and stuff being just off of your experience. And if you can show that you can do stuff, I think that stands out more now, I think. Gray Key Beats, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I'm gonna finish that beat tomorrow though, for real, for real. I ain't gonna finish it tonight. I'm tired. G-Dub Beats, yeah, I've been producing. Engineering, do mixing and mastering. How do you export your beats into your DAW? You go up to File on Machine, go down to Export Audio, export it where you want it, then drag the stems into the DAW you want to mix in. Teacher written books have no resale value. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was trash. That was like a whole system for me to spend money. He made money off the books. 2 books, and we only used them twice. And I was like, this is ridiculous, man. Like, nah. I had one teacher in community college that wrote a book that I kept to this day, and it was worth it. And it's like a workbook. It was like, it's about being a manager for, if you're an artist, being a self-manager, doing everything yourself, and it teaches you all that stuff. I should go back and read it, and it was very valuable. I kept that. I used to work at a major studio as an engineer, but I had my own studio, and I felt like it was taking time away from my time to make beats and affecting my creativity. Yeah, I see that, man. Them engineers that be working at the major studios, man, they be having a real job. Like, you gotta be there. All that stuff. Sorry about the NBA comment. What I was trying to say, the He-Man beat, if you listen to it close, sounds like the NBA, something NBA would use. Yeah, I thought about that when I was making it. It does sound like something they would make. Any good vocal plugins other than Output? You got Vocalize. Sound Iron has some. They're out there. You just gotta look for them. I don't even have all of them. What's the best way to learn how to make beats? I have the Maschine Mk1. Can't figure out how to use it well. Well, you have YouTube. That's how I learned, and then trial and error. Just have to stick with it, and you have to, you know, keep on working. Like, that's why I have fun with it. Like, don't worry about it. Don't be afraid to mess stuff up, because some people are afraid to mess stuff up. You just gotta keep messing with it, man. You'll learn it. And then on top of that, you have, like I said, I got tons of videos out there. Other people have tons of videos out there. And then, like, I have a session, one-on-one sessions. I have a course. I have, like, it's stuff out there. And I'm not the only person with a course and stuff. So it's like, you know, it's stuff out there. You just got to take, but I would say before you even jump into a course or anything like that, just take the time and just study the videos. Like, take some time every day. Watch some videos, put them on a playlist, play around with the stuff, because you will learn like that, and then just mess around. Okay, thank you, Nicole Black. I just saw you mention my course. Thank you, thank you. I need to get some testimonials from everybody that got my course, though. I appreciate everybody that got the course, for real, for real. I didn't know how the course was gonna go when I put it out, and it was just amazing, and I'm just grateful for everybody that supported it, for real. And it's something that's going to be up there forever. So it's like, I appreciate everybody that get it and will get it. Thanks for introducing me to Maschine. And for the course, it was very helpful. Now, if we could only change the way he mixed in the DAW. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you enjoyed the course, man. And you said, what you mean change? You want me to mix in Maschine is what you saying? Is that what you saying? Cause I could mix in Maschine. It's just I prefer to do it in Logic. That's any good vocal plugins out there? I just answered that question. I feel like I answered that question. Where am I at? Incredible Beats, what's up, man? Hope all is well with you. No question, but I appreciate you for informing on the SEO and the potential it could turn into. I was doing a little research earlier. Yeah, man, no problem. That's what it's all about. Like, and I felt like you might have, I was like, I hope you didn't feel like I was being vague in the answers, but it's like I can't really get the specifics on everything because I don't know the specifics. Like every single video I upload has different SEO stuff. I go and I used to just put stuff up and I'm like, let me go back and take all this stuff out and retype everything, and then it just start performing. Like my older videos, like a Mary J. Blige sample beat, the one Bow Wow downloaded and rapped over, that video has gotten like in between 4,000 and 5,000 views a month recently, when it wasn't getting that much back then. And I know that's not no crazy numbers, but it's like over time, like this one, like it just builds up to be a bunch of numbers going up. Like I'm pretty much at around 100,000 views a month on that stuff. So I'm just grateful for that stuff and learning. And once I learn it and apply the growth stuff to it, like the SEO, I feel like it's gonna go back up. Not go back up, but go up more is what I meant to say. I do. I got whack beats on my 2 whack beats on my channel to start making beats mid-November. Hey man, they might not be whack. You never know. The course is on. I appreciate that, bro. For real, I really do. One comment got retracted from Poopadoo Beats TV. It got retracted, so I don't know what you said. It was on my screen for a second, but then it went away. I'm gonna get your course. I appreciate that, man, and hopefully it's helpful. And like if you get it and you have any questions, you just hit me up, and then from there we can, you know, talk. Like if you, like somebody said that they were having issues making beats earlier, I just said hit me up. You know, it ain't that. I ain't one of them people like you get it and then that's it. Like, oh no, I'll be on there. And when something new come out, I'm probably gonna add more to it. Honestly, can you talk about some of the things you use for marketing, such as MailChimp? I only use MailChimp one time, and that was to tell people like that I had a sale going on for my beat store. That's it. I don't do that stuff much. I know you should, they say, but I don't do it. I prefer to do stuff like this and, you know, comments and stuff. But I might get into some MailChimp eventually. I just haven't done it. Do you about Drum Broker, Hillman, producer site? I do know about Drum Brokers. I just haven't used it. That's Get all my drums from Native Instruments. Now I understand it's good to research things for yourself and learn it. I understand how everything varies, so I would have to learn it anyway myself. Yeah, I'm glad you get that. But some people would have got upset though. They would have been like, if I would have said I had to look at these videos and do this and do that, they'd be like, well, why can't you just tell me? And I'd be like, come on, man. Where was I at? GW keep pushing, so it goes really cute. Can your course be used with the Maschine Studio? I was thinking about signing up. Yes, it can be used for the Maschine Studio. It can be used for all the machines. It's just with the Maschine Mikro, the new one without the screen, it could be more complicated because you'll be more computer based, but it can be done. But yeah, you can use it for the Maschine Studio. It's definitely, because I use the MK3 and they're pretty much the same minus a few buttons. So yeah, they work the same. How do I get your course? The course should be in the description of this video, but I will go get the link and I'll post it in here real quick so that way you can have it. So I'll put it on here. And what I'm thinking about doing, since I had y'all in here, y'all can tell me if y'all think this is a good idea. I was going to actually build a website around my course and direct people. It'll be something like ddsteachmachine.com or, you know, Learn Machine, little stuff, something like that. You know, ain't nothing too crazy, just something like that I was gonna put together, so that way I can direct more people to it, put more time into it. Because I really put a lot into that, and it's really, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback, and that honestly changed my life. Like, I'll be honest, like, just my whole mindset on things, and I'm like, wow, like, I didn't know what was gonna happen with it. It was just an idea I kept having, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, because the one-on-one sessions are cool, but I don't want to waste somebody's hour of my time, or hour of their time explaining to them something that they could do or learn in a course, and then they'll have to pay me to sit down and have a session again. My computer freezing, man. This is trash. What's going on? Okay, I'm about to put the link to my course in the thing right here. The link to the course is now in the chat. Hopefully my stuff ain't lagging right now. But you can check it out though. You can check it out and see what all you think about it. There's a list of everything that's in there, and all that stuff. Let me see. And if you check it out, I appreciate the support, man. And like I said, if you got any questions, you just hit me up, and I'll definitely get back with you. Let me see. I'm trying not to skip through comments. Give me 1 second. No, I meant Maschine should have more channels based mixing. Like I felt like, oh, okay. I thought you were talking about something I did with the mixing, but yeah, I don't know anything about what's coming up in the future with Maschine and stuff. I'm excited about the future, but I don't know anything for certain. But I think some stuff will come up that will be kind of along those lines. Like, I think that's going to happen. Like, I know at some point they were talking about changes to the arrangement and stuff. Like, this was like on like a blog post or something like last year or something like that. So I'm excited about the future of it. Like I said, I don't know anything for sure, but I'm just excited to see what happens though. And if they do add like the mixers, kind of like the channel based stuff, like you said, I probably will start mixing in there more, for real, for real. This was fun, but it's late. Good night, everybody. Good night, Nicole Black. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate the support. I can't believe it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't even planning on being on here this long. You have any drum kits for sale, like the ones on Drum Brokers? No, I don't have any drum kits for sale because I use all the Native Instrument drums for them like 99% of the time, so I can't repackage their drums to sell, I wouldn't want to do that because that's somebody else's work anyway. You should do that. Yeah, I probably will build that site around that. Do you do collabs? Yeah, I do collabs. It's just, I prefer to do collabs in person. I try to do collabs online, and it just be like, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It's hit or miss, but I'm not against doing collabs. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you. If you do check it out, I appreciate it. And like I said, if you have any questions, just hit me up, man. Drop an email. Appreciate the informative videos, but I am from Detroit, going through the same thing you went through with being laid off. Man, that's a tough thing to deal with. I don't know your situation, so everybody's situation is different, so I can't really give advice on what I would do. But it's like, like with the government shutdown and all that stuff, like I see people talking about like working without getting paid and stuff, and that's bad. And it's like, that's why I stress to anybody that wants to do this stuff, I'll be like, especially this stuff, because this stuff is not stable. You get paid every so often. Like, if you want to chase a placement, you get paid every quarter to twice a year. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to try and do that. And then your pay might be up, then it go down, then it go up, then it go down, then it go up, then it go down. You just be all over the place. So it's like you gotta have multiple streams of income. So I say that to even the average person. Like, I have family members who work regular jobs, and I be telling them sometimes, like, you should try to build something that you can make money off of without relying on the system that you're in. It don't have to be a whole bunch, but if you're living off your checks, you can save some of your checks, and you have a few extra dollars coming in over here every month. You just stack. Get an emergency, you good to go. But yeah, man, just keep pushing, stay positive. And things work out at the end of the day, in my opinion. As long as you keep focused, being positive, stuff is going to come together. Just don't become somebody that be like, oh man, I got laid off, I ain't going to do nothing. I'm just going to sit here. So see, when I got laid off, I got unemployment. I went and bought Complete, and then I just made beats, and then stuff started coming together for real, for real. Do you still have a relationship with Dej Loaf? Yeah, I talked to her last week. So I sent her probably about 30 beats last week. We was talking for a minute last week. What's your favorite VST? Right now, I've been using Doom 3. That's my favorite right now because it's the new style of sounds inspired me. Something different. Not trying to be in your business, but how much did you make off of that Dej Loaf song, by the way? Man, I can't really answer that question in specifics, but I mean, it's one of the things where like I still get paid for it to this day. If you want to know, like I gave her those beats for free. I gave her like 100 beats for free, and that was just one of the ones that she happened to work with. And then from there, she that was one that blew up. Like I gave her stuff for free because nobody else was using my stuff. So I was like, man, here, like I'm not caught up about the money. I literally just wanted to hear how she sounded on my beats. I just wanted to have music with her. I didn't care about no money. I wasn't like, send me $50 for this beat. No, at that time it would have been $25. I wasn't on none of that. I literally just wanted to work with her. It was like I heard her voice, I heard her music. I'm like, yo, I want to have a song with her. Like, boom. Oh, she like my beats. Well, here's some more. Oh, she like these. Well, here's some more. Oh, you like these. Here's some more. Like, I was just sending them. And from there, that's where that went. So it was just like, okay, cool. So we had that song, and you know, that just built a working relationship. I hadn't even known her in person. Like, I hadn't met her after that song was recorded. So it was just working like that. So I didn't get nothing up front like that, but that song changed my life. Like, for real, for real. That song is what got me in the position to be able to do all of this stuff that I'm doing. The camera I'm on right now, all that stuff. It just got me in a better position to where I could, you know, be able to. I don't have a job, you know. It ain't. I'm be honest, it ain't the easiest thing. You know, like right now, like I make money, but it ain't like I'm balling out of control type of money. It's like I'm grinding, stacking, because I got goals. I got other goals. Like my stuff is, I'm trying to go on a vacation, nice little vacation. I ain't gonna say nothing because my son might watch this stream and it'll spoil the vacation. So I ain't trying to do that. But trying to do something real nice here soon. So it's like, you know, stacking and, you know, saving up for the rainy days and stuff. I still get paid for the song. Like I said, it got me signed with Warner Chappell, and I get paid on Friday. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what that's like. You know, yeah, it changed my life. So I'm grateful for what it was. I should have had a plaque up there, but the reason why I don't have my plaques up in here is because I don't want to get comfortable in here. You know, so you know, little stuff like that. But when I get my office with the view of the river, I definitely will have my plaques in there though, for real, for real. But I was good off of that. When you send beats through email, do you include your rates or do you wait until the beat gets placed to discuss that? No, I don't say nothing. I just send it. And then usually what happens is if somebody uses it, they'll hit me up and be like, okay, we're going to use this beat, or we want to use this beat, or here's the track. We don't know what we're going to do with it. I have stuff that was supposed to be on albums that didn't come out, so then that stuff just sitting, you know, but that stuff comes later when the labels send you a contract, and then like I have a lawyer, so I would send it to my lawyer in that case. I actually read over the stuff myself though, but I still send it to my lawyer to double check everything. Because if it's some stuff, I'd be like, but let me rephrase this though. This is no music industry, so I'm talking about when I say this. Some stuff, like when I do videos, like if a company sends me something, but like we want to do a sponsored video, you have to do a contract, you got to fill out the tax form. I read that stuff myself. But if it's some music industry stuff, I'll be like, my lawyer getting that, my lawyer getting that, my lawyer getting that. But yeah, I gotta get Omnisphere back used to have it. Oh, I don't know why I read that like that. Gotta get Omnisphere back. Used to have it, but it messed up. I had it before anybody. It's crazy how popular it became. It used to be like a kept secret. They should make a Nexus 3 also. I don't know if you was in here when I said that. You probably weren't in here when I said that, but I am gonna make a video about Nexus though, for real, because Nexus was Nexus is still my baby. I use Nexus sometimes. It's just I have a lot of other stuff I like to explore, and I know Nexus, so it's like let me try this other stuff. But I still love Nexus. It's dope. I want them to do a Nexus 3 for real, for real. I'll be super excited about that. I reached out to them about other stuff though, like ideas and stuff, like not even trying to get nothing from them. Like the fact that I had to use a USB licenser to use Nexus like in 2019, I feel is trash. They the only ones that got that really. And it's like, man, they need to do something about that. But yeah, Omnisphere is dope. It's very popular. That's probably the #1 VST right now. But I remember when I first heard about Omnisphere, somebody tried to give it to me and it never worked. Like I went to a studio and this dude was like, "I'll put Omnisphere on your computer," and I was like, "Oh, okay." It did. It never worked, and then I ended up buying it, which I'm glad. I buy all my stuff anyway. But that was back when I was, man, we talking 5 years ago. That was before Omnisphere 2 even came out. You are wise for a young black male, very inspiring. I appreciate that. I feel like that comes from me having, you know, elders. I pay attention to elders. You know, I look at everybody's mistakes in life or their achievements, and I figured out where I wanted to go. Like I learned and I got my drive, and I believe that whatever it is I want to do, I can do. Like I legit believe that if I wanted to build an airplane in my backyard, if I had enough space to build an airplane in my backyard, all I need is the time and the parts to do it, and I can do it. Like I believe I can do anything if I had the time to put to it, and also have the knowledge. So that goes into why I'm reading this stuff. That goes into why I be making the beats. Why it seems like I'm always working. It's like I had to get serious. I'm trying to get to that next level in life to where I turn myself into my business, to where I'll be able to leave stuff for. I want to take care of my family, like my kid, my girlfriend. I want to be able to take care of them and just be like off of what I'm doing, like this stuff, like my brand, and then also be able to give opportunities to other people as they come up and build this big thing that's always rolling, like money coming in, and be able to give my son like, hey man, you know, you can work. If you want to do this, you can do this, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Like I look at my son now, like he like music, and I'm like, he's going to be so blessed because of who his dad is, in a sense of, I always looked at it like this. I may not be meant to be the producer up here. Maybe my son, you know, he 5 years old, he like banging around messing with stuff. And so imagine if he get 8 years old or whatever, and he like, I want to take this more serious. Or even when he get older, it's like if he wait till he's a teenager, like I want to take this serious. I got all the tools he need, all the VSTs. I'm still gonna be making music. I didn't have that. Wasn't nobody dropping no money on no VSTs for David. David had to go get a job and stack that money to get them VSTs. He gonna have all that stuff ready to go. So it's like, you know, you never know what's gonna happen. But it's like that's my goal with all this stuff, is just to build something that means more than just like, oh, I made some beats. I don't have an impact on the world. I feel like I'm rambling though, for real, for real. Did you get half of the song? Yeah, I have my 50%. 50-50. What's a good entertainment lawyer here, bro? I'm from Detroit and I need an entertainment lawyer. My lawyer is Joseph Blanca. He's based in Bloomfield Hills. He's good. He's good. That was a smart move, given the beats today. So if I had the same outlook on situations, would love to just get my music heard and work with major artists. I've had hella beats stashed. Well, see, the thing about that is, like, she wasn't even major when I met her. She was just local. Like, I hadn't heard of her or anything. I just happened to hear her song on the mixtape. She had a mixtape with Say It Ain't Tone and Oba and all of them when they were in IBGM. They had a mixtape. I heard it because I was a fan of Say It Ain't Tone and Oba. And I, you know, I was like, I want to work with her, sent her some beats, and then boom. That's just how it that was just the right timing, and everything just took off. Like, I was just sending her stuff. So, you know, I had an outlook now with people, like, if I genuinely want to work with you, and I'm not looking at it as like a business transaction, I have no problem sending you stuff if we're going to work and you're going to be serious. I hate working with people that's not serious. What's up, King Isaac? People that's not serious, that irks me. That really irks me right there. If you taking your stuff serious, I will work with you. Like, it's crazy. Like, I could tell when somebody's serious and when they're not serious. And if you're serious, I will work with you, no doubt. Do you work with any Detroit producers? Like I said, I don't really collab like that, but you know, Detroit producers out there that I like, I just like Detroit music, so yes, I'll say it like that. But if I'm in the studio with them, I love to work with them. You got your hell of a Ant Beats, Payroll make beats, RJ Lamont. You know, I mess with everybody, so it's like, hey man, I work with them. I don't have a license for Nexus, and I still use it. I had a friend purchase it, and they quit making beats, so they gave it to me. Well, I don't know how that worked, because I gotta have this little thing in my keyboard right here. So USB thing, I gotta have that in there in order for it to work. If I don't have it in there, it does not work. And I asked him for an extra one, because I'm like, yo, I made try me off in Nexus. I'm a traveling producer. Cause I was going to LA. I'm like, can I get another thing so that way I don't have to worry about mine's breaking? Cause this one I had to take back together, and they just told me no, you had to pay another $300 for a license, and I was just like, wow, like really? So that's how that went. But yeah. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate everybody that tuned into the stream. It's getting late, man. I'm about to go ahead and jump off of here. I appreciate all y'all for real. Appreciate everybody being in here. Joseph Blanca. Let me find the spelling for you so I don't mess it up. Man. Make sure I spelled it right before I type it. My internet going slow in here, probably because it's what I'm streaming on. And as soon as I start doing something, it says it's dropping frames. And I gotta come to Chicago soon, man. I appreciate you tuning in, man. I'm definitely thinking about coming to Chicago soon. Well, his name is Joseph Blanca, BLANCA. For some reason, my stuff is like taking forever. But if you can't find him, just hit me up and I'll try to connect y'all. Let me see, where was the comments at? This stuff say low bandwidth. I don't know why this stuff ain't working right. Dang, the comments stopped loading on my YouTube stream. I love making music with great artists, but my best friend raps and sings and can do any type of genre. He looks like Post Malone. Hey man, go for it. Work with him. Work with him. But yeah, y'all, appreciate y'all. I'm about to end the stream, and Steven, just DM me if you need help finding them. I will make sure that I can connect y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm dropping a video tomorrow on the contest when they're dropping a video on probably gonna do the Maschine videos tomorrow for real as well. Maybe drop a beat too, but anyway, appreciate y'all. I should have finished this beat I started working on, but I'm probably not because I'm tired. Hopefully you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch y'all on the next stream or in the next video.